Hello and welcome to another Sprues and Brews unboxing. Today we're looking at the new Chaos Dwarf range for Blood Bowl. So first of all, I want to say a massive thanks to Games Workshop for sending us these free review copies a little ahead of time to check out on the site. It's been a while since we've had a new Blood Bowl team, and one that I think a lot of people were looking forward to and hoping that we would get in were the Chaos Dwarfs. Now obviously Chaos Dwarfs used to be back in Warhammer Fantasy, and rumours are we might get evil dwarfs in Age of Sigmar in the future, but yeah, the Chaos Dwarfs are back in Blood Bowl with some absolutely amazing models. So Games Workshop sent these over. In this video we're going to have a look at all the kits, see how they go together, see what they look like to build. Some of them might be a bit more complex, some of the Forge World kits, but we'll have a look at all that. And we'll also have a look at the team roster and their rules too, to see how they play in the game and what you can take in a Blood Bowl team. And then finally at the end of the video we will have these built and painted so we can show them off in the flesh, show you what they look like once they are completed and how they stack up to some other models in the range. So first things first, let's have a look at the three Forge World models that have been sent with this release. First of all, we've got the Chaos Dwarf Bull Centaurs. So this is a positional for the Chaos Dwarfs and they look really, really cool. If we crack this open and have a look what comes inside. Now this has got an awful lot of parts, so this is going to be a more complex kit to build. What I would say, if you've never built a Forge World kit before, just be aware that they are for more advanced hobbyists, let's say. They've got a lot of parts, they are very delicate, they are very fiddly. They're made of resin, so what you'll need to do is give them a good wash in soapy water as well. Otherwise, what you might find is that when you come to paint them, the release agent will cause the paint to not stick properly, which will give you, a few problems as you're trying to paint them. So to get rid of that, just give them a good scrub in soapy water, and that will make them really straightforward to build up. So we get two 40mm bases in there, and then we'll have a quick look at the parts on these. Again, we'll see this properly when it's built up and on the assembly instructions as well. But they look really, really cool. Lots of parts for these guys, so take your time, clean them all up, and yeah, just enjoy building the model. But yeah, these are very, very nostalgic for me, with the Chaos Dwarfs coming out back in Warhammer Fantasy with a White Dwarf supplement. And yeah, hopefully it's not just Blood Bowl that we get these, we get them in some other systems too. So that is the parts for that. We'll have a quick look at the assembly instructions, which are in the centerpiece in here. So as you can see, you can build two Bull Centaurs from these instructions, and they've got a fair few parts each, so just take your time. But yeah, they don't look like they're too difficult to build. Just make sure that you've got the parts right for each one, and like I say, give them a good clean first, because it will stop any issues later on. So yeah, that's the Bull Centaurs. We also have, and you'll have to pronounce my Chaos Dwarfish because I'm a bit out of practice, but this guy's called Zzharg Madeye, and he's got a big rocket launcher firing a ball, which is very cool. So if we open this up, this one as well, so it includes the rules for him in here too, which is handy. They are all in the new Spike magazine, which is also up for pre-order today. If we pop this open, there's no actual assembly instructions in here, but there's only a few parts. But yeah, Zzharg Madeye from the Zana Grun Ziggurats, and there's his rules there. So Cannoneer, Hail Mary Plass, Loner 4+, Nerves of Steel, Secret Weapon, Sure Hands and Thick Skull. He plays for Badlands Brawl or Favours of Hashut. Stats are pretty good. He's got high AV, which we'll see on all of the Chaos Dwarf stuff. And then he's got a unique special rule, which is a great little reference there. Then I started blasting. Once per half at the start of his activation, Zzharg may perform a blunderbuss blast special action. When he does, select a standing opposition player within 3 squares and roll a d6. On a 3+, the player is automatically hit. Immediately make an unmodified armor roll and a subsequent injury roll if necessary. On a 2, the opposing coach selects a player from their team, but not Zzharg within 3 squares to hit instead. On a 1, he's hit himself. So that's pretty good. He can do that once per half as well. So yeah, obviously he's got a chance of hitting him or a teammate, but you know, when you're firing a ball out of a blunderbuss, that's pretty cool. So yeah, really like that guy. We'll have a quick look at the miniature as well. Again, we've got not too many parts on this one, so this should be fairly straightforward to build. I really like all the details, like the ball coming out of the blunderbuss. And again, lots of nostalgia for old Warhammer Fantasy players with the Chaos Dwarf blunderbuss there. This is of course an old Chaos Dwarf character as well that they brought back for the new game. But yeah, really cool. Big hats as ever as well. So yeah, very nice. We'll put Zzharg over there. And then the final star player that we have got in this release is Zzharg the Unstoppable. Again, probably butchered that in Dwarfish, but yeah, really cool Bull Centaur character. So again, if we pop this one out, like with the other Bull Centaurs, this one's got quite a few parts, so it's going to be quite a heavy kit when it's built as well. But yeah, this is going to be a really nice centerpiece for your Blood Bowl team. We'll get him out there. Again, lots of parts on this one. I'll just pull out the instructions as well so we can see how he goes together. In fact, no instructions on here, so we have to figure that out for ourselves, but we do get the star player profile as well. So again, pretty high stats. He's got block, break tackle, defensive, juggernaut, loner 4+, sprint, sure feet and thick skull. Again, he plays for Badlands, Brawl or Favoured of Hashut. And then his special rules, unstoppable momentum. Whenever he makes a blitz action, he may re-roll a single block dice. That's very good. He is an eye-watering 300,000 credits though, so he is an expensive star player to take. But yeah, he looks like an absolute beast. So if we move that out of the way again and have a look at him, he is really cool. And it really makes me hope that we do get Chaos Dwarfs at AOS or models back for the old world, because I was never lucky enough to have a Chaos Dwarf army. I picked up some of the AOS models they did release back in the early days, like Centaurs, who was the Bull Centaur character. But yeah, I never had any of the original Chaos Dwarf stuff, so this is really fun being able to see those, because yeah, it's been a while since I've seen any in the flesh. But again, really nice kit. And at the end of the video, we'll have this guy painted up as well, so we can see what it looks like in the flesh. But that's the star players. Before we go and look at the figures though, we'll have a look at the standard Chaos Dwarf Blood Bowl team box as well. So in here we get a combination of Hobgoblins and Chaos Dwarfs. We do get a new transfer sheet as well, which has all the positionals on there, all the kind of iconography and player numbers as well. And yeah, we'll move the bases out of the way. And like with most Blood Bowl teams, you get 2 identical sprues, and on them, let's see what we get. So really cool stuff here. I'm very much looking forward to building up these Chaos Dwarfs. I think they're going to be a fun team to play with. They might not necessarily score many goals, but I think the idea is you just cause as much damage as you can to your opponent, and then if you're lucky, the Hobgoblin kind of runs up and scores a goal at the end of the half. I think that's probably the way to go for these guys. But yeah, very cool. So we'll have a quick look at the instructions, see how they go together, and then like I say, we'll have a look at the rules for the team, and then we'll have a look at the finished players in a little while too. So you've got 2 different blockers. It's kind of styles of blockers that you can build. Most Blood Bowl kits, you've got a few alternate parts to make the kind of duplicated ones look different, so you're going to end up with 4 different looking models there. You've also got 2 Chaos Dwarf Flamesmiths as well, and then you've got the Hobgoblin Linemen and the Sneaky Stabber as well. And none of these are too many parts, so I don't think they're going to be too difficult to build, which is nice. So we then get the team stats there as well. So you can take 0 to 16 Hobgoblin Linemen at 40,000 gold each. They've got no skills or traits. Movement 6, Strength 3, Agility 3, Pass 4, Armour value 8+. We've then got the sneaky stabber who has shadowing and stab. He's pretty cool. Chaos Dwarf blockers are your standard guys. They're 70,000 gold each. Movement 4, so they're pretty slow. Strength 3, agility 4+, pass 6+, so these guys aren't passing the ball. Armour 10+, so good luck cracking them open. With block, iron hard skin and thick skull. So iron hard skin is a new skill updated for the Chaos Dwarfs. So opposing players cannot modify any armour rolls made against the player. In addition, the claw skill cannot be used when making an armour roll against the player. This replaces the iron hard skill in the Blood Bowl rulebook. We've then got the Chaos Dwarf Flamesmith for 80,000 gold. It's a little bit faster at movement 5, still pretty much identical stat line, but they've got Brawler, Breathe Fire, Disturbing Presence and Thick Skull. So again, Disturbing Presence, Breathe Fire is a new trait for the Chaos Dwarfs. Once per activation, instead of performing a block action, this player may perform a Breathe Fire special action. When a player makes a Breathe Fire special action, they may choose one standing opposition player they are marking and roll a d6, applying a -1 modifier if the target has a strength of 5 or higher. On a 1, the player gets overeager, engulfing themselves in flame and is knocked down. On a 2 to 3, the opposition player ducks out the way. And on a 4+, the opposition player takes a ball of fire straight to the face and is immediately placed prone. However, if the roll is a natural 6, the potent pyro has taken its toll and the opposition player is knocked down instead. After the Breathe Fire special action has been resolved, the player's activation automatically ends. So, yeah, pretty cool. He's going to be quite nasty. You can then take 2 bull centaurs for 130,000 gold, so very, very expensive. They've got sprint, sure feet and thick skull. Again, pretty good stat line with movement 6, strength 4, agility 4, pass 6 and 10 armour value. And then finally you can take a single Minotaur as well. So that's the team. What we're going to do now is jump to the future and have a look at the finished models. Before we jump into the miniatures though, I just want to show off the Chaos Dwarf pitch. This arrived a little bit later compared to the rest of the stuff. And it looks a really nice set. If you've not seen these before, essentially each team gets their own themed pitch and dugouts with a really nice design on here. You also get some unique rules for using the pitch in your games as well. So this is the volcanic layer pitch. Oppressive heat. The dry air and stifling temperatures have quickly exhausted the players charging around on the gridiron, making post beatdown recovery much more difficult than usual. Players recover from being knocked out on a roll of a 5+ rather than a 4+, as the players struggle to regain their senses in the brutal temperature. Additionally, at the end of the first half, flip the board over onto the eruption side as the volcano begins flooding the field with molten lava. So on the eruption side, thick sulphurous gas begins to fill the chamber as magma bubbles forth from the deep beneath the earth, causing lava to collect on the field. Players attempting to rush suffer a -1 penalty to the roll as they inhale poisonous volcanic gases. Additionally, there's 4 3x3 square areas on the pitch, 2 in each half. When playing a game on the eruption side, any squares are counted as lava pool squares. If you're knocked down or fall over in a lava pool square, you add a +1 modifier to your armour roll. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll quickly pop this out of the box as well, just to see what it looks like in the flesh. But yeah, it's a really nice pitch. We'll move that to one side. So you do get 2 dugouts. They are reversible, but there's not many differences between the 2 sides. Again, one more obviously erupted than the other one isn't. Nice little design on those though. And then the pitch itself, if we fold this out, again, really nice pitch. So we've got the kind of standard side there, which looks really cool. And then flipped over, we have got the erupted side too. And we can see those kind of really nice erupted squares there too. So really cool pitch. So what we're going to do now is have a look at the miniatures. So it's been a busy old week with all the review stuff, but I have managed to get one of each positional painted up for the Chaos Dwarfs. 4 of them from the main kit itself, and then 1 from the blister. So we'll have a look at the miniatures first. We have got the standard Hobgoblin Lineman. Again, really, really nice kind of thematic kits. I'm a old school player. I did have some Chaos Dwarfs back in the day, back for Warhammer Fantasy. and it's nice to see all these kits come back, even if they are for Blood Bowl first. I really hope that we do get them in Old World and, you know, even Age of Sigmar as well. So that's your standard kind of hobgoblin. You've then got one of the new positionals, the Sneaky Stabber. And again, he's really nice, armed with his knife, ready to cut up any unsuspecting players. We then have a standard Chaos Dwarf. And again, these very nostalgic models, very similar style to the old Chaos Dwarf plastics. And yeah, I'd love to see these come back in the Old World. There's some potential here for maybe using some of these in Old World games, but you only get, you know, 4 standard Chaos Dwarfs in the box, plus the 2 flamethrower guys. So you probably need a few boxes to be able to put together a decent unit. Speaking of which, here's the other positional. Again, drinking out of his flask of molten lava. So yeah, really, really cool kit. Again, these were quickly put together for the video. I am planning on painting the rest of the team up because they were really fun to paint. And then we've got the last positional. Again, you get 2 of these in the blister, but he was really fun to work on as well. Very, very nice kit. Was quite straightforward to build as well. So yeah, he was really, really good fun. So that's all the kind of the positionals. You do get Minotaurs as well as a positional. We didn't get sent one of them, but that's the existing Minotaur kit. And we'll have a quick look at the 2 star players as well. I am planning on getting these painted soon, but just thought I'd show off the finished kit to show what they look like. Again, really, really kind of characterful with the blunderbuss kind of firing out all the scrap and the ball and stuff. And then we've got the final star player, who again looks really, really cool. I'm a big fan of the Blood Bowl miniatures. They've got lots of character, and certainly the star players have got loads of character too. So yeah, that is a quick look at the new Chaos Dwarf team for Blood Bowl. I do have a full write-up over on the website, spruesandbrews.com, where I go into a bit more detail on what the team does, what their kind of abilities are, and a full review of the Spike Journal 18 as well, where the rules for these are included. Like we saw earlier, the rules are included in the box, but Spike Journal's kind of a little supplement. I think it's only about 40 pages long, in a kind of in-universe fanzine style, with kind of like mock interviews, but then actual kind of tactics and rules in there, and all the star player stats in there as well. So, like I say, I've got a full review over on the website, but I do recommend picking that up if you do want to play the Chaos Dwarfs, because that does give you everything you need to play them just in the one book. And obviously I have some more shots of that pitch as well, and the special rules for that. So if you have enjoyed the video, why not give us a follow? We do lots of kind of unboxing videos and stuff like this. We are planning on doing some Blood Bowl kind of battle reports soon as well, which would be fun. I am hoping to get the Chaos Dwarfs fighting against the gnomes very soon, so keep an eye on the website for that. But yeah, if you do like the Chaos Dwarfs, we have an affiliate link to Element Games in the description as well. Anything you get through that gives us a bit of a kickback, which helps to go towards running the site and paying for all the kind of the costs and stuff. So that'd be massively appreciated. And you know, we've seen a lot of Blood Bowl teams now, so let us know what teams you would like to see. Does this feel like maybe a natural point for a new edition of the game, or are there more teams that they could introduce here? Let us know, because I think there's lots of fun stuff that they could do in the world of fantasy football. But yeah, until next time, have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.